got a gig with an awesome real estate company here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be a good company to work with. They're called Move Realty. Not that matters to you guys, but uh, so like most real estate companies, like you get
Hmm.
signed on like as a realtor, and then they're basically like, okay, cool, have fun, and uh, like oftentimes like the real estate agents are actually like the business model for the brokerage. Like you got to pay desk fees. Like we just make money off of you, and so it's just like a numbers game. Hire as many
Oh,
real agents as you can. And then this company, this guy, a few years ago, he was on the Veterans Inc. 5000 list, like the next
oh,
648 company for like fastest growing company. And he was the
nice.
one fastest growing real estate company owned by a veteran. And then he started his own little brokerage. And they're like, we're not like they hired me, and they're like, we're not hiring any more people for a while. Like we got to get everybody trained up. They operate like as a unit uh,
Mm.
versus more like individualistic, and so it's just a lot more teamwork based. And I think that that's something that it helps them a lot because, like last summer in our neighborhood, I remember their brand color is like pink. I remember seeing their signs fucking everywhere in my neighborhood and be like, those guys, I don't want to see any more of those signs in my neighborhood. You know, I work for. Now I work for them, so it's like now I want them all to be my signs. But um, like these guys are definitely doing work. So
Awesome, man. It's good to be
yeah,
part of a good team, you know?
I concur. Exactly what we're doing here. Team of entrepreneurs. Nice. I know Anthony's ordering some coffee real quick, so he'll pop back
No,
in.
I had to go to another freaking. I had to go to the other 7-Eleven. The coffee machine broke at that one.
Well,
Oh,
that's
boy.
stupid.
Sorry about your coffee.
Oh no, it's part of my morning. I'm just happy I didn't fucking walk.
Uh, Good thing we have like 6 7-Elevens on Broadway.
Yeah, 6 7.
Oh, no. You too?
No, I studied the root of it. I studied where that came from, bro. Uh,
We're-
the the medieval writer, the guy from the movie Knight's Tale, the one who gets up there and
Oh,
is like, "My lords, my ladies," right?
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
guy
Vision.
said that when the devil rules the world, okay, but like his character in history, his like who he was really, who that
Oh,
guy played in that movie, is like a famous writer. And he said that when the devil rules the world, everyone will be confused, living in sixes and sevens. It's fucking
oh my gosh.
and now we're here, and all the kids are saying it, and they don't understand. They don't even know what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry. That's for the non-recording part. My bad.
Yeah,
That's
save that for the end.
my bad.
Crazy asshole.
Sorry. What I wanted to talk about was make sure you get the contracts signed. That's what I wanted to talk about.
That's the most important part. What's on that dotted line?
Yeah. That's the only thing that matters is the signature.
The thing about getting your contract signed is that you can move forward in confidence, and you don't have to keep worrying about if people are going to screw you over. I mean, people will still try and screw you over, and that's what lawyers are for. But it helps ease the frustration, the worry of all the variables that could change underneath your feet. Anthony's
So
dealing
how's the
with those
book
balls.
recording, Anthony?
Recording's done. I'm on to
Holy shit.
thank you.
You did
I'm
it.
on to yeah, it needs a ton of work, and there's like tons of little mistakes and like parts where this, where it's I've like I've clipped in like a new recording because like I caught a word that I like didn't say right. But just because time, temperature, whatever variable, it sounds different. So it's like you know, when you trust me, you'll hear it. Yeah. But it's at the point now where, you know, like a common concept of writers is your first book's going to suck, and most writers don't even release their first book. But my first book is extremely important to the entire story, so we're going to just let it go, let people tear me apart, and then just show them how much I've improved.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. I'm excited to read the first book or hear the first book.
I could send you, I mean, yeah, I want to do it right. I want to either send you like a completed and designed book, like if I do it in Canva and it's like a digital thing, or obviously the audio book, which is super cool. And then I think just for clout purposes, put it up on Amazon just so we can be like, it's on Amazon, you know?
Yeah. Oh, going through the marketing plan. If we're releasing every chapter week by week, we can't give away the whole book for free. We have to sell it, and I think we should just sell for $8 because 8's your number.
Okay, hear me out. Let's give me doing the female voices away for free, and then this one that this girl is gonna like. I'm assuming she's gonna do some editing, some, you know, magic to it, and then she's also gonna record the female characters, and that's the one we sell.
So if we're trying to build anticipation
Mm-hmm.
through the week by week release, we can't just give away the whole thing for free. Like, it can even be $1. You can make it $1.
Yeah, but how do you post it on YouTube or Spotify for $1?
Well, that's where we're doing it chapter by chapter.
Ah, yes.
And
Okay.
we're building the release week over week. And then if somebody wants the whole thing, cool.
Yes.
You got
go to the website, spend $5, $8, and you can get whichever version you want.
Exactly.
Well, we'll do 5 for the ebook, 8 for the audiobook.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I mean, I know that you're supposed to charge, even if you think it's shit, you're supposed to charge, right? But we need to set it up in a way that like people who pay that $5 to $8, because at $5 to $8 we make zero from Amazon. So we would have to, I mean, what we could do is post it on Amazon, and then I can purchase author copies for, I mean, we would have to raise the physical book's price at that point, but I could then order author copies at cost, and then those are the ones we could sell from the website.
Is there a code that people can get it for free on Amazon? I think we did something like that, right?
There's the promotion that so if you choose to let basically Amazon be your publisher, not just the person making your books, but the publisher, they get like they get bigger rights, they get more shit. And
wow.
Yeah, it's not the best situation.
We'll have to work through it, because I was thinking maybe if they go to the Shopify, they can pay the money and they get a code that goes and gets them the download.
Sure, that I mean, we could more than likely link it straight from Amazon to our Spotify, but here's the problem.
But then we don't get their contact information, and that's the most important.
And 2 people bought shirts through 3 people bought shirts through Shopify, and I haven't seen any money. I don't know if it's hiding in my PayPal or if you know, but I also know that one of the money things morning.
So handsome.
Thank you.
Check Shopify payments. All right, it's on my list. I'll get that done.
So it said like I had to set up the Shopify thing, I thought I went through and did that. I mean, shit, I never got the shirt from my cousin, but I think she's an idiot and just sent it to herself instead of me. And then my other guy, Fred, he's the one who hit me up and was like, yo, I just saw a refund for the purchase I made through your website. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, but I also have the shirt. So like, you bought me a shirt. Like, what the fuck?
Free shirt.
How is that even fucking possible?
So the shirt got shipped to him?
Yeah, homie has the shirt and the money got refunded to him because something on my end is what he says, but
So
there's no
did
details.
Did the printer charge you?
I haven't looked at that. I am equally negligible in this scenario.
They probably charged you still, and then Shopify refunded his money.
That's what I'm assuming is the Shopify held his money, and PayPal and Printful is going to do their thing no matter what, because they're charging me.
Yeah.
And so it happened, and then all of a sudden, I guess I'm willing to bet like PayPal denied it because of some stupid fucking thing. So
yeah, the payment processing, if there's oftentimes little things that they just freeze the account. It could be just a setting, or your bank account isn't connected properly, or maybe you didn't have automatic payouts. Sometimes there's a setting where you have to like go in and complete the order within a certain amount of time, otherwise they cancel it.
I did well. It got completed.
Well, like you have to go in and physically
click the button in Shopify that says fulfill. Yeah.
Build the order. Yeah. So that could have happened. I don't know. I put it on my list. I'm gonna go look at it, make sure that everything's working too.
Yeah, and these are all semi-minor things, you know. My personal life is fucking in chaos per usual, and I choose to literally sit in a fucking room and do nothing, and yet here I am at the center of it all. So the concept here is just for me to keep working. Like, so the idea is like I'm already on chapter 17. I can figure out how to like start downloading the individual chapters and getting them over to this girl, but I have a feeling that this girl is, you know, she's gonna slack or whatever, and we're not gonna get her side of things done for a while. And so I'm wondering if we should release, you know, my version of me doing the book and just, you know, and that's what we're just spamming everywhere and clipping up, and that gives us at least a month or two before, you know, where I'm actually circling around to her and being like, where are we at?
Well, we have lots of surrounding things to do to get it ready for launch phase.
True.
So now we have the marketing strategy. We need to start creating all the content. And a lot of it is content that we just need to make once, and then we can go in and change some details about it, like which chapter is being released.
Yeah.
And then getting you to film. So John and Scott, so we're releasing Anthony's book one chapter at a time, once a week, every Friday. And then so every Monday, Anthony will get on in his like full character get up and talk about the previous chapter and try and invoke some questions and conversation around social media. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is promotion for the release on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just a couple other posts. So the Monday content, so he has to film 28 videos, and then those are all going to be unique. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is all going to be like a standard post, and then we'll just change the details on which chapter. And so we're able to go out and pre-schedule out 28 weeks of content for Anthony's social media and for the release. And so it'll take a few days to do it all. But then we have segments of content for his release pre-scheduled.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Right
The
on.
goal is
Getting some
the
content out there.
Content.
community and conversation around the whole book. So
You said what?
the goal of this posting method, the release method, instead of just releasing the whole book all at once and being like, here you go, is to build a community and a conversation around the brand. So we can get people hooked and watching it, listening to the audio every week, just a chapter at a time. It's a little bit, it's digestible. Nobody wants to sit down and listen to a whole book anymore. So it's like, all right, here's 10 minutes of a book once a week.
Perfect.
Well, okay, so people are definitely willing to sit down and listen to a whole book. You just have to be valuable enough for them to have to unlock that in them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
As
what
an
this is.
author, it's like, here's little bites and tastes of what we're
Yeah.
doing.
What's very interesting about this industry is all of the like paradoxes that they have, right? Which is like you can get published if you're popular, but you can't get popular till you release your work, and you shouldn't release your work unless you've had an editor and it's being published. And so it's like, okay, so I do nothing. I don't understand. And it's very funny on that side of things. And so another concept is like, this is technically my first book. And so it is, in theory, or at least statistically, going to be the worst book I ever write. So, right, it's like, what do? Do I not release it because
book.
This is true? Paradoxes. So it has to get released. I can't find somebody I like as an editor. It's just sitting there, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna put this up as is, be crucified, because I know I can handle the evolutionary path on the back end of it all. So it's the beginning. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
John,
bite-sized content will be good.
Yeah, I think so. John, how did your week go?
Oh, good. Just really just wrapping up some payments on getting all the licensing and all the LLC stuff hammered out. Apparently, they have a sign that's $135 that I need to put up in my shop, so that's cool.
Are you still at Red's Barbershop?
Oh, no, I just got the jacket on. I'm in Little Italy now at Vince's.
Nice.
And I found a barber boss, and it's pretty cool. The guy took really good care of it. He had it parked in the storage and everything. So I'd probably have to do the same. So just mapping out everything, finding loans, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So what was it? It was $10,000 for the bus without the chair, or 14 with.
12 with the chair, 10 without the chair.
And that's not bad.
What are you talking about, boss?
Yeah, I found one, and it's in pretty good shape. It got all the fixings really, and I definitely want to move forward with it, but it's, just got to find the loan and then just putting everything else together too. So.
Have you asked the guy if he'd be willing to do terms with you, and you just make monthly payments to him?
Yeah, I asked that. He said he got burned on that before, so I can't blame him.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, you can also write into the deal that if you miss payments, then he gets the bus back. Even if you made like $5,000 payments, then be like, all right, you get the bus back.
Okay. I didn't think about getting a written deal together.
Yeah, they
The
do
tough
that
thing is
for
getting people to
mortgages.
trust people they don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they do that in mortgages. You can basically take over people's mortgages.
Stellar buyback, baby.
Yeah. And then, I mean, that's what the banks do too. Be like, you could pay off half of your house and you miss a few payments, they take back the whole thing.
Yeah, they got a very, very strong legal team, though.
Yeah. And a big fucking bank account.
I mean, he'd have to come repossess it and everything from you, but I mean, it's something that if it makes him more comfortable and gets the deal done, because not everything has to be cut and dry. And just because he says no once doesn't mean he's going to say no the second or third or fourth or fifth time, because it's such a specialized vehicle that it's going to be almost impossible for him to sell. He's probably going to sit on it for forever, because how many people like you have the same idea?
There are a couple, not too many of us out there. They're out there, but they're not like they are out there as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if it wasn't such a specialized vehicle, it might be a different situation. But like, he specifically built it for barbering, so he can pretty much only sell it to a barber.
Pretty much.
It's already built out for a barber.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. It's a little too dark. I'd have to do some rewiring and such. But it has like a toilet, and I'm thinking of just replacing that with a sink too, with like a hair washing sink, if I get it. So I just went to my credit union, and they had a pretty good loan agreement where they just look at your settlements and say like, all right, your statements, and then give you a loan according to that. So if that doesn't work, I'll write up an agreement between homie and me and see what he thinks.
That's what's up. For the sink, I know they don't hold much water. Excuse me. You'd probably have to be connected to like not shore power, but connected to a water source, huh?
No.
After
You put like a reservoir and a system to drain the water and everything.
All right, here I got the video of the bus. Let me pull it up here.
Yes, I know like my homies with venture vans and shit take like the shortest showers. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that closet was the bathroom, but it's really tiny. I'd have trouble fitting in there. The doors work, the AC works, there's a heater in there. I can take off the chairs at the bottom, put the chairs in a different configuration, take out the chairs, put another barber chair in there. Yeah, and that chair that he has with it is like a very nice barber chair. They go for like $3,000.
Jesus.
So yeah, it's a good deal. I just want to rip up the flooring. It's going to be a different color structure. But overall, I like it.
Yeah.
And he showed me the work. He had a lot of like major work done to the engine, and he showed me the receipts for it and everything. So he put like new head gaskets and rebuilt the engine.
What year is
and
it?
all the receipts for the work were like valid. They're like from 2024.
What year's the car?
Oh, I didn't get the year, but I can't say it's more than 2005.
Gotcha. Yeah, just the older you go, the tougher it is to get parts.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, so it's an option on the table that's already built out. I don't know how many more of those I'll find.
No.
I'll make a good effort to get it. But if it doesn't, there's still options. I could try again, do it with another van, if possible.
Yeah, I mean, something falling apart is never the end of the road.
Exactly.
Who knows? Maybe there is a secret problem with it. That's why he's getting rid of it. Maybe he's
that's where the term lemon law came from.
$8,000.
What's his name? Lemon. He was like, if all cars were in good condition, no one would be selling them.
That's a good quote.
That's funny.
Nice.
Anthony, have you read Old Man's War?
I don't think so. I think I've heard about it though.
It's like a top sci-fi book. It's still. I just started it, I don't know, a couple days ago, and the whole beginning is about like the author's struggle of like getting into a new genre, writing the book, finding a publisher and shit. You made me think about it.
It's I should. I love those. I mean, I'm having that problem now, and I'm choosing to just skip it. I have just enough entrepreneurial experience to be like, you know what? I can do it myself. We don't need nobody.
That's right. You got AI.
Yeah, Anthony, just do the whole thing with AI.
AI.
This is almost
So
daily discussion on
there's,
the lines on what you can do with AI in the creative industry.
I just seen this guy talking about how he uses AI to manage and produce everything and run his one-man business. And like he's, although he is blowing up and getting kind of viral, it's because everybody's like arguing whether what he's doing should count or not, and everyone's like, well, he's writing the books and just using AI to help, and so it's like it makes sense, but at the same time it's still connected, and people are dumb enough to be like, well, that's close enough to the thing I hate, so I hate it too. So I feel like there's a way to, I feel like in a couple years there'll be a different feeling around AI, and we'll be, like for instance, because me and Greg have talked about this, we could make AI content like with all my characters, put them through Sora, make them do super funny dances and shit. But if we posted it directly from the brand account, it immediately like novelizes us, whatever the word is, right? Where it's like, yeah, cool, we might go a little viral right now, but we're gone once that concept of content or entertainment goes. And keeping a brand while using that is counterproductive. Now you can create a fan page, and the
Which,
fan page can make AI content, and it's no big deal because it's
but
not directly
the fan,
connected.
when I made some AI content with one of the characters, I got a bunch of hate for it.
Exactly. But so because it's you, that's why if it wasn't you, if it was, like let's just say it was John, we'd be
Super
like,
fan
no,
here.
okay, keep posting, John. You got it.
Yeah, John, make really cool AI stuff with our characters and do like
We'll
a
get right on it.
come out.
I'll make some content. Make some love fiction between some of the characters. Love fan fiction.
Just don't make it
That's
gay.
he could do whatever he
Brokeback
wants.
Mountain the shit out of it.
Brokeback Asteroid.
Anthony's
That's
just he's like, don't do it.
No, we want that. We want the fans taking their own control. If they think these two characters, are that, let them have their fantasy. That's the whole point.
it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some like people regulating AI accounts that generate fan content about your stuff there.
Sure, and that's coming for sure. And the mindset of like not using it to like create examples and show how, especially when I go to work with some big team who, who is not going to want me in the room helping, right? Like no big studio is going to want the guy who wrote the book hanging around while they make the movie. They're like, literally, I was told by my mentor, he's like, yeah, when they made my book into a movie, they literally invited me out for one day, and that entire day they made sure to like keep the actors and everybody away from me, so I didn't like start blabbing about my visions of character and da 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 da. And I'm just like, okay, well, I was like, you've never met me before. I go where I want most of the time. And he's like, okay, good, and it's, I don't know, there's like this weird concept of this industry and this thing I'm stepping into that's got all these rules that I could care less for.
Well, I mean, if somebody's taking your book and turning it into a movie, they're basically doing their own artistic interpretation of what your story
Yeah,
is.
of
And so
course.
if there's a director and a producer and all that, they have their own vision. And if you step out, you're just going to confuse people.
Sure.
Alternate vision.
Sure. But I'm more on the side of make my vision. Fuck your vision, make mine. But that's every writer. You know what I mean? And so either way, it's going to be fun being in that situation. But if, you know what I mean, we'll be producing our own little weird picture movie. You know what I mean? Imagine having all of the art we could want, Greg. We could make our own comic book, frame by frame movie. And we could call it that. And it's like, now they have like a literal roadmap to play off of. At the same time, how many times do you go to the movies to watch something and they've changed something about your favorite character that you read about?
All the time.
So I'll just be happy to be in the room. But
I mean, it's like when they made all the Harry Potter movies, everybody was always upset every single movie. Like, I
sure,
didn't imagine the Great Hall looked that way. And it's like, well,
dude, yeah.
your imagination is not this guy's imagination or what they're capable of doing in production.
Right. So I currently have, I've been sending chapters 1 through 5 to everybody to let that, to see is like, do they want to keep reading after these first 5? Is it enough to make them want to keep reading about these characters and the adventure that they're, supposed to go on? Do they want to follow this hero's journey? And I got one guy telling me that he doesn't really understand what the characters look like. But he gets a really good grasp of the scenery and where the town is and how like it's all situated, almost like he can see the whole map himself. And then I got this other chick who's like, I have no idea where the setting is. It makes no sense what's going on. But the characters are described really well. It's just like, okay, cool.
So basically doing what you're doing, and everybody's a little retarded in different ways.
We're all retarded. It's just we're having fun with it, retard maxing. That's what they say now. Zero thought, all action.
Hard max.
Yeah, hard XXX max. And so like I've been doing the audiobook and now I'm reading through and saying it, and I'm like, how do you not read this one sentence that talks about Liaison Till's bulbous nodes and the frill of thin-tipped spikes that protrudes from the back of his head and his orange complexion? Like, how does that not like evoke a understanding of who that character is? Right. And it's like, okay, maybe because when I read, especially when I read, even when I listen to books, my brain will just fucking check out for I don't even know how many sentences, how many paragraphs, and then all of a sudden something said and I check back into the story. And every once in a while I got to rewind. And so I'm wondering if that's just like the everyone's got like this weird window in their brain that's like they're reading it, but have they actually understood it?
Yeah, and having all the character drawing, that's going to help. Having the graphic audiobook.
Yeah. So we're
clear up so much confusion.
We're fudging the numbers, right? It's like, okay, statistically, we know that this book will perform the worst in comparison to anything else I release moving forward. So, but it still has to be released because it is the beginning of the story. And so it's like, okay, nobody really reads anymore. And although they do, saying that's kind of a cop, but it's like, okay, we're going to present this in the most palatable way that we can, which this graphic audiobook is the closest we can get to making a movie with the budget we have and like where we're at. And so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to release this audiobook with me doing all the voices. It's going to be fucking hilarious, at least for the people who know me. And then, or cringe as fuck, but bring it on. And then from there, we get this chick to do her thing. And by the time she, we see what her production level's like and how fast she moves, She could be like us and have that autistic, like, oh, I got something new to do and this is fun, and get it done in a couple weeks. Or she could be like, on the other side of the spectrum where it's just like, I can't get it done at all. And so that's what I don't understand. And I've treated Fred's family, Greg, as like a no timeline, no rush, no expectations kind of a thing. Obviously they all do good work, so it's it's precarious all around.
Yeah. So other big news on the Cobb front is that the game is coming along really nicely on Steam.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they got the board.
It's on Steam now?
It's about to be. The guys, like, so I guess you have to kind of like create the game for the platform you're going to release it on, because they all have their own like lefts and rights. So he got to a point and then was like, I think I need to restart and do it this way because we're going, like, Steam is the best option. And I said, go ahead. And 2 weeks ago, he was able to pull up 2 windows on 2 different computers, right? Like, send an invite through Steam to his other computer to play the game. The game came up and he could move like a block on one screen and you could see it move on the other screen, right? Now he has the full-fledged Cobb board with all the, they're all pieces, like markers to represent the pieces, and they all can move like pawns. So he has a whole board right now that he can play back and forth, and he can move everything on, and you can see it move on the respective opponent's screen.
Hell yeah.
We're moving into like theme design and what we're going to actually have the pieces look like, which is kind of difficult actually. But I'll have like basically chess. There you go.
Very cool. Oh yeah, I remember that picture.
Yeah. So I'll have chess on the Cobb board in a couple months, and then probably sometime next year I'll have the full-fledged card playing version of Cobb on the phone. And if we can set it up properly, right, I have this team create the first 10 official like hologram cards, right? And I have to figure out how to, like, on the card, like if you can buy a booster pack from me and you get the one card, the super rare, not just the holo, but like the super rare where you can scan that card and access it in the video game.
Oh, some tokenized action.
It's
super cool.
There's plans upon plans upon plans, and it starts with the release of this fucking first book that's been haunting me.
That's why you're so upset.
What is the cost of developing a game like that on Steam look like?
So it's really easy to publish. It's like $100 per game, and then they take a percentage of whatever you're selling it for. But you can give away as many free versions as you want to, which is weird. But as far as developing, I can't tell you any cost because this dude's doing it for me for free. He's like, I would say go to a school where they're studying this stuff and find somebody who's always wanted to do that but doesn't have the creativity to like create their own game, which is the scenario I'm in. This guy needs projects to get his master's in computer science or whatever, and so he is making my video game as a project for his like thesis. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude, this guy's a whole
him that's basically recruiting his whole family to be a part of the Cobb production team. Like one by one.
Yeah. So it started with Fred.
Uprooting his whole family.
Well, he's just like brought them all in. They're from here, from San Diego. And Fred was like a super fan. He read like half the book. And once he read it, he kind of was like, holy shit, this kid's going for it. This kid's trying to make his own fucking Pokemon, right? And so then it started with art, and one of his daughters can draw. His daughter Ashley can draw really well. And she has this friend that was like their foreign exchange student who lives in China, who also draws really well. And I got both of them drawn for me. And then
Oh man.
then he introduced me to his nephew JD, who's making the video game. The daughter Ashley stopped doing the art and now wants to help on the video game because she's in college for the same stuff. And then their new the other daughter he just introduced me to is like she's autistic, kind of a shut-in, but she also is like minor level Instagram famous because she sings covers of Japanese fucking anime songs and and like is in the like cosplay furry world universe, right? And so she's got hundreds of thousands of followers according to what they've told me, and that are all about her singing. And she's going to not only voice the female characters in the audiobook, but hopefully do some post-processing and editing of the entire thing, as well as help me write the
Wow.
theme song. So his whole family's in.
Holy
They
shit.
were they helped me, like they were one of the besides the main core of friends who were playing, they were like one of the first random people that I got to like beta test the game. Like I sat on a phone call with them for 3 hours while their whole family played. It was, yeah, so it's definitely something.
That's a blessing, my man.
I'll be back in San Diego like October 7th ish. We're gonna have a
nice.
big night.
Absolutely, I'm down.
What are you
Set
doing
up a
back there,
party.
brah?
Wedding. I'm gonna go to a wedding.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna come hopefully for a few days. I hope we can arrange it so that Kelly can go have a girls' night. We can have a bro night.
Oh yeah.
Probably what you should do.
I definitely need that in my life. I don't have a single friend out here.
Not yet. Not yet.
I miss everybody.
That's tough, dude. It's tough to meet new fucking people in a whole different corner of the fucking country.
When we're not all just going and getting drunk at the beach trying to talk to pretty girls, it's a totally different ballgame.
Yeah.
Where are you again?
Huh?
Where are you again?
Syracuse, New York.
Oh man. Yeah, you got a lot of snow already then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's we've gotten more snow than they've gotten in the last 10 years, like officially.
And now everything's everywhere that's cold is 10 times colder because of some weird freeze or whatever's happening right now. There's some big cold front.
All the silver dioxide or whatever in the air to reflect the sun, so we're just getting colder.
Love that.
So kind of them.
Yeah. Way to go, London.
Right? Oh man.
All we have to do is get this book launched, and we'll become this weird, like, occult side religion that comes up because of the apocalypse. We'll be good to go. We'll get the compound going.
Very far out.
That's all.
Yeah,
you need?
we're
That's
the
your marketing
Brotherhood.
funnel?
That's the end game, bro. The end game is like
You've been watching. What's
Fallout.
What's that show?
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout.
And yeah, we want the big robot suits.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, no, it's me and Greg have joked about the cult many times, but it's just like, there's this full-fledged plan to kind of like, what are the I don't have school houses, right? So there's no like Gryffindor to kind of associate yourself with, right? Even in Red Rising, people jokingly be like, I'm a blue, I'm a fucking silver. The hoes are like, I'm a pink, right? They make those jokes, but I don't really have that. And so I was like, well, what is it that I do have that equals that? And it's
Dark.
basically we're calling it like the chaos scale or something along those lines, where it's like there's people who, you know, are chaotic neutrals who, you know, don't do anything bad but do crazy things. And then there's beyond that where people, you know, get manipulative and actually do mean and hurtful things all the time. And then you get all the way to like full evil. And then you could ride that same scale the other way, all the way to like, you know, Jesus, right? And so it's like, well, where do people fit on this scale? And it's like, or what if the video game concept starts applying to real life, and we give people challenges based on the story's vision of what balance is currently in the realm? And so we'll have like, you know, good challenges. Did you help someone cross this fucking street? Did you go to the gym today? Right? Like, you know, and then it goes to, did you go like snowboarding, which is chaotic and crazy, and you could have hurt yourself, but you went out and did it anyway. And then it gets further to like, did you stand up to a bully? Did you do something that caused harm, but maybe there was a little bit of saving grace? And then you get towards the evil section, and it always says that this realm is unbalanced. No evil deeds are necessary. Right. And it's just this concept of guiding people, you know, an interactive face. Right. I've already started with trying to get like a video game and real life dynamic going. That's like the main goal, is how do we Ready Player One this shit, where you're buying cards and that you get a cool card that you can add to your video game. And then maybe you've played the video game enough and you've been a part of the game or have so many hours. And once a year, we send physical gifts to the people who've been playing the game that much. So there's all sorts of fun little things planned for the future.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. We're gonna end the official call with one of my favorite quotes that I made up. You're everything you've ever been, you're everything you will ever be. Everything is now. Now is everything.
My bad. Deep thoughts.